Many would have perhaps even called you out for congratulating PM Modi and ISRO together, saying give the credit only to ISRO, don't give it to the PM or to the current government. Where do you stand when all this happens? I know you steer clear of politics, but I just thought I should ask you this.
I am, I'm in love with India, and I'm also in love with the fact that India is doing great right now. And I have the deepest and utmost respect for my Prime Minister. And I can tell you this, that the Prime Minister of India today will, with me, clap for the next Prime Minister, whoever is doing good for India. It's the post and the position that we are applauding. It is not politically aligned. It's a big crime not to acknowledge good work and pat on the back and acknowledge the progress that the country is making, because that's almost uh, uh, being unfair with the country. So for the few misguided people who have opinions that like everybody does over the world, you cannot do anything right. There is not, you'll see a small child smile and they will find a reason why the child should not smile. So we have to make allowances for these poor souls and keep moving ahead. But that does not mean that we do not actually look inside and give credit where there is due. And for goodness sake, you have to give credit. It has happened. What are you going to do? It's happened during this government's time. The government has already supported it. The Prime Minister has been a big fan. He has been there for the equally there for the failure of Chandrayaan 2 as much as he's been there for the success of Chandrayaan 3. You never said he should not have gone there then. I'm just saying, guys, look deep inside. This is a country that's making progress. There are many external elements that are not happy with the kind of progress that we do. And the best way to break a country is, and I honestly believe this, is to give the younger generation fast food that really screws with their stomach and their mind, which I know has not worked for many Western countries. And the other thing is to feed the seed of dissent for everything possible. Look, everybody who's making a mockery of this, you just look around and say, this is the place where your children are going to grow up. This is the country that the entire world is standing up and applauding. What are you doing in praising the people involved with it? It's just to say that, oh, only praise ISRO, do not praise the Prime Minister. Who is? Everybody is just saying Chandrayaan did a great job. And again, coming back, when it failed, he was there to take responsibility. Why don't you all acknowledge that? And I'm not going to be dissuaded by people in projecting and applauding what is right by my country. If that is going to be painted in whichever color they feel is convenient to them, I cannot be dissuaded by that. He is my Prime Minister. This is the government that is ruling, and they are doing a great job so far. And if there is something wrong that they're doing, I'm telling you, the government will have to take responsibility. They will. And I know the bunch of people that I've met, that tomorrow, God forbid, if they are not in the government also, they will be applauding with any gentleman or lady who becomes a Prime Minister and is doing right for the country. I'm speaking for them. I can say it. Everybody is nationalistic, and it is important to do that. If you don't know what that means, go to Japan or at least read what they do. And we are a great country. We have wonderful, talented people who need to be nourished and protected, including the ISRO scientists. Okay. So unless you give them this acknowledgement, unless there is somebody out there you can reach out to say, hey, sir, you said this. Now, can we do something about protecting them? How are you going to protect them and treat them as national assets? I'm sorry I was a little, long with my answer, but I truly believe this. And I'm telling you, I don't think that anybody should have any problem with what I just said, simply because I really am only talking about my India.